What have you learned from SEC play physically that's really helped you?
Just the physicality of it, I think, is the biggest thing. A lot of the things that might have been called fouls in the Pac-12, they let go in the SEC, and it's a little more physical down by the basket. So I like it. I mean, that's kind of a reflection of where the game's going, especially at the next level, where not every tic-tac thing is called. So I'd say that's the biggest thing in my experience that I've seen makes a difference.
What has that kind of brought out in you? I mean, just knowing that not every foul is going to be called.
It's just a toughness, just a focus. You want to finish. Obviously, I'm not shooting as many free throws as I have in the past, so that's one thing I'm trying to work on is even though the game's more physical, still trying to add that part of my game where I'm getting to the line more and find different ways to get to the line. So I say that's the biggest thing is just being more strategic about that, knowing that there's not going to be as many fouls called down there. Still got to stay aggressive and still got to find ways to get to the line.
Without Azubuike, does it feel like
you ever feel the need to exert your presence on any player on the team, either physically or mentally, in terms of maybe bringing them back under control or whatever?
Yeah, I feel like that's a role of mine on the team, settle guys down and kind of give my guidance when needed. I think they look towards me for that kind of calming presence. So, yeah, when the game's going up and down or gets out of control sometimes, I feel like I do need to call a huddle and get guys back on the track.
Without Azubuike, do you feel like you guys maybe have a numbers advantage in the paint? I mean, you got 4 guys who can give you guys good minutes. They've kind of got 1 or 2 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I like our chances. Just like you said, we got depth and a lot of guys that work hard. They got 1 and 2, still very talented guys, still guys that can play the whole game and still battle. So, I mean, obviously it's a tough loss for them not to have him, and he's a great player. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a challenge for us, and one we still gotta meet.
Is Lawson going to be an assignment by committee, or is he going to be yours, or do you know yet, Diedrich?
The way we rotate bigs, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start on him, but the way we rotate in and out, everyone's going to have a crack at him. I think that's going to be the good thing about our depth is that everyone's going to have a chance to stay active, come in fresh on them. So it's definitely going to be by committee, and everyone that's in there just got to hustle and just got to play hard.
If you put yourself in his shoes and another team throws 2 or 3 guys at you and every time it's a guy with talent and whose legs are fresh, how exhausting can that be?
It's exhausting. I mean, I've gone through it before as far as not having a lot of depth at that position, and you got to play a full game, and you're kind of the guy that carries the load, and it's tough. I mean, it's tough to go against, but that's why ultimately you're the player you are, that you can handle things like that. So it's going to be a good battle for us. We're looking forward to it.
Yesterday, Coach Cal said you guys were vulnerable, was the word he used. What do you think he meant by that? Vulnerable.
In what context?
Well, he just was talking about the game tomorrow. I think the way I took it was that he was trying to, don't think we're all this, you know what I mean? And Kansas is all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know that, but I'm wondering how it strikes you to hear that.
I mean, I think there's a part of vulnerability that goes in every time you lace them up and go out there and play a team. I mean, you put everything you got out there and you kind of hope for the best. But, I mean, in a game like this, we are vulnerable. You're going out there. We don't know how the game's going to shake out. We just got to trust our preparation, trust how we've worked up to this point. So,
Kansas recruit you? Did Kansas recruit you?
No.
Tell me the difference in Reid. Tell me the difference in Nick in the last 2-3 days, the last 2-3 weeks, couple weeks, if any. Tell me what you see in Nick right now.
I think his confidence just continuing to grow. He's playing defense really well right now, rebounding really well. I think when he does that, everything just starts to click for him. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's kind of stringing together some great games. So we're going to definitely need him tomorrow.
He seems to be a rim protector that you all need, right?
Last question.
Exactly.
Yeah.